Hey, what's up guys? Thanks for joining. Today we're going to do a cool thing. It's going to be mounting the GoPro Hero 8 Black on my Fox Pro Frame mountain biking helmet. What you're going to need to do this is a few things. First of all, a GoPro. Second, a Pro Frame helmet or any full face helmet. Preferably one that has a flat section right here that you can do it to. Just to make sure it's flush and mounts properly. Alright, so what we got today is actually Sugru. You can get it from, I got it from Target, you can get it from Amazon, I'm sure CVS has it. Online's a really good place to find it. You can get it in tons of different colors. There's some, I saw black, yellow, blue, I'm sure there's some more. Today, I was not able to find one to match my helmet. But I thought the next best thing would be just getting some black Sugru. I have 3 different packets here, and that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use 2 of them today. The first one's going to be to stick the actual mount itself onto the helmet right here. And then from there, I'm going to use the other one to round out the edges, close off any gaps, and make it look pretty much the best. Make it look as best as possible. You know, kind of when you're mounting these, you know, kind of chin mounts to these helmets, it doesn't always look the best, it doesn't look professional, but you know what, we're going to try and get as close to that as possible today. So let's get into a little bit of details first. Okay, so the first thing I want to note is the mount that I'm going to be putting on my helmet. It is a tripod mount for a GoPro. You can see it's just your normal circular tripod mount, but what I did, you can see on the sides kind of here, I ended up cutting it with a jigsaw, not a jigsaw, but a handsaw, and then just sanded it off to make it flat. The reason I did that was pretty much so I could fit it right here as best as I could flush. So it's going to go right here, and I'm going to try and make it look as best a part of the helmet as I possibly can. But honestly, I'm really not too sure how it's going to work out. I've watched a ton of YouTube videos on this myself. It's something I want to do. The chest mount is a good option, and I've been using it. But sometimes it's a pain in the butt. So figured this could be easier. And the cool thing too about this is it's attached to your head. So it works as a natural gimbal. And then also you're able to look around while you mountain bike. It's not just wherever your chest is pointing. So we're going to kind of go into it. I'm kind of trying to think through how I want to mount it. So I got my GoPro here. I think I'm going to do it so this is pointing down off the helmet this way versus like this way. I think I'm just going to get a better angle that way. So if this is the helmet, it's going to be able to be pointing, you know, obviously straight in front of you. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and try this. Like I said, this is my first time doing this. I've never even touched Sugru before, so I don't know what it feels like. It's pretty soft, though. And yeah, I did end up cleaning the surface, and then, yeah, let's just go for it. Come on. Hopefully you can do this easier than I can, apparently. But, okay, that is Sugru. There you have it. So you're going to take this out. Okay. You're going to roll it up into a little ball. And then what they say is you're going to take this mount here. You're going to plop it on there. And then you're going to make a little pyramid. You want to make sure it's nice and flat. It really doesn't seem like a lot. All right, so got the GoPro mount here. I guess it's on there good. I made it like a pyramid. The way I'm putting on my helmet is this way. So let's just go ahead and give it a try, I guess. All right, so I'm gonna plop it on. Gonna smush it here. You want to make sure it's nice and center, because remember when this when this dries, you really can't do too much else. So now that it's on there, I guess now it's just time to start molding. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come here, turn it over. I'm just gonna start working on it. Actually, now that it's on here and I'm smushing it around, it actually does kind of seem like there's enough here, or not enough, but a good amount compared to what I thought. So that is a little relieving. All right, I'm gonna get a second packet, but so far, that's what it looks like. I think it looks pretty good. You can see the bottom, straight on. Yeah, I like it so far. Obviously, while you're doing this, you don't want to set it down on the helmet, just so it doesn't move it out of place. I guess I really didn't, well, I guess I kind of did. You just want to make sure it's center. I mean, after, I think they say 24 to 48 hours, it's completely dry. I would say just make sure within the first 10, 20, maybe 30 minutes here that it's exactly what you want. You would hate to kind of screw it up. All right, so this one I'm gonna basically just cut in half and just do the same process. I'm gonna ball it up a little bit, get it going. I'm actually gonna make it into like a little snake. I'm gonna lay it across here. I'm gonna do the same thing for the other half. Yeah, I really hope this does work pretty good. I mean, like I said, the reason I'm doing this is kind of for like a natural gimbal, something a little bit more comfortable than, the chest mount. It's nice, the GoPro Hero 8s, they are super smooth, so it is nice. But I think it's just gonna be a nice shot, just all in all. So as you can see, I just kind of put it on both sides, and I'm just gonna start kind of shaping it a little bit further here. All right, so pretty much the last 10, 15 minutes I've been sitting here just kind of smoothing this out, trying to make it look the best I possibly can. I felt like I screwed up probably like 4 times. As I was pressing into one side, I was screwing up the other. But I think, that's Toby. I think for the most part I have it pretty much the way I want it. I ended up using a little bit of the third package of Sugru. I doubt it's going to make it any stronger, maybe. But I think what it's going to do mostly is just make it look bigger. So, let's see. As you can tell, as I'm talking about it, I'm just kind of going over edges and just doing a once over. But I guess the true test will be tomorrow when it starts to harden, what it'll really look like. I think that's why I'm being so particular. Okay, so as you can see, it's on the way that I wanted it to be on. You can see the front here, the underside, the side view look. It's not too bad, but I think it's gonna be okay. You can kind of just see it looks pretty, I think it looks good. I don't know. I mean, granted, I wasn't able to match the color, but those are just little things you can't really control too much about. I still think it's gonna look better than, I saw some riders, they would put zip ties on their helmet and try and make it that way. I think this is definitely a better method But I guess we won't know until we hit the trails, and you know, hopefully not. But you know, the test is obviously the footage, and then also, you know, durability wise as well. If I fall, and see how it handles that. So I think I'm pretty much done messing with it. I think I'm only gonna make it worse, but there it is. We'll see tomorrow what it looks like. All right, so now we're back. It's about 24 hours since I put on the Sugru onto the helmet and mounted this mount, GoPro mount, to my Fox Pro Frame helmet. As you can see, it looks pretty similar to what you were seeing yesterday. The only difference is that it's dry. It's hard. You can see I'm kind of, I'll get a little bit closer. I'm putting quite a bit of tension on it, pushing down, pushing up. There's no movement at all. I'm pretty impressed, actually. Probably within like 5 hours, it got pretty tough to move around. But I didn't want to do too much to it just in case it you know, did break. They say it takes about 24 to 48 hours to completely set. So I probably won't use this helmet with my GoPro really until tomorrow or the next day, just to make sure. But as you can see, trying to get a closer up look, you can see it's pretty smooth. It looks nice. It's not matching the color per se, but it looks pretty darn good, I think. And if you remember, the way that I wanted to have it set up with this pointing down is how I got it. And really quickly here, I'll just kind of put in my GoPro just to show you what it kind of looks like here. So let's tighten this up. But here's the final product. You got the GoPro on here. It's on my chin mount, which is exactly what I wanted. The Sugru worked out perfect. Now I just need to take some footage and see if it's what I wanted. One thing I might potentially do too is get an extension on here to lower this camera just so I can get more of a chest mount feel, but still keep it on the chest or on the chin here. And this is kind of what it looks like on here. So you can see it doesn't really, I mean, it kind of hits my chest here if it's here and I'm looking down, but remember when you're on a handlebar, you're leaning forward and it's pointing out away from your chest. So I don't think that should be an issue. But yeah, all in all, from putting it on yesterday to now, this definitely meets and probably exceeds expectations. Honestly, it was very simple. Like I said yesterday, I've never done it before. This is my first time using Sugru. So anyone who's looking to try it out just like I did, I recommend just going for it. If you liked this video, like below, comment if you have any questions. It was fairly straightforward, but if you have anything that you would like to have me chime in on, happy to help out. This is the finished product and it turned out really well. Thanks for watching again. Subscribe if you want to see more videos similar to this, and looking forward to the next one. All right, see you guys.